Hey Cancer, welcome back. Cancer, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with during this time frame. Keep in mind that it is a general reading, so you can feel free to switch the roles if needed. Also, my readings are timeless, so I just trust when this finds you, it's for you. If you're not dealing with anyone in particular, this certainly could be you versus you, your ego versus your soul, so keep that in the mind as well. And let's go ahead and get started. So Cancer, when I was meditating on your energy, first of all, I could only get 2 words out. It was some way, somehow. And I knew it was from a song, even though I only got 2 words. And then I kind of got distracted from the meditation. I had to go take care of something, came back into the room. And as soon as I came back into the room, it was like the room lit up with the song. And it was, "Girl, put your records on, my favorite song. Just go ahead, let your hair down." Excuse my bad singing. But go check that song out. It was like, whoosh, there it is. The whole song came through. And it got me feeling good. It got me feeling light and positive, and it doesn't have to be for just my female Cancers, okay? Male or female. It's just a message from Spirit to go ahead and let loose a little bit, relax a little bit, put your favorite song, let your hair down, so to speak, male or female. So it was a pretty strong message that came through, and so that will be maybe validation for you, or like I said, symbolism of just kind of relax into things, you know, ease up a little bit. And then interestingly enough, when I was in the guided meditation, I saw someone kind of sitting, and they were kind of sitting like this in a chair, and they looked bored out of their mind. So I don't know if you're having a lot of downtime, or you're just feeling a bit bored with the situation or this connection, or just the energy in general has you feeling like a little meh, which also could be why they gave me that song of, you know, that very uplifting song, like go get your music on, move around, enjoy the energy, make the most of it, like that type of vibe. And the overall theme for the reading is the rebel. So that's exactly what I was feeling. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get some tarot cards out and see where this is headed. Cancer. And yeah, let's get into it. So you have the card of the square. I'm sorry, they want me to mention one more thing. I didn't mention this because I didn't think it could possibly be for all of you, but also they showed me someone sitting in a doctor's office waiting room. That could just be validation for you if you're in a dental office or a doctor's office, you work in one, you're in a waiting room. I skipped over it as unimportant, but they're drawing me back to it, so shame on me. It is important. So even if you're not literally sitting in a waiting room, it could be like they don't want you to continue to wait on something or someone, if it's this person for some of you, you know, or if you're going to wait, at least make the best of it. At least find something to bring you joy. Put your music on, okay? So, and let your hair down, all right? So, okay, now I'm going to get into the tarot cards. Those were the guided messages, and see what else we have here. So, the primary energy coming up is that of the square, which talks about, coincidentally enough, stalls, stagnation, having to wait, feeling a bit tense, feeling challenged, getting a little bit frustrated possibly. Some of you may have a lot of demands being placed on you during this time frame, or some struggles that you're working out, but this is asking you to take that time for yourself, to keep light in your energy, be maybe even a little bit rebellious actually, and bring your inner child along with you, Cancers. I think that will help you get through this challenging energy, as I'm feeling like, especially with the retrograde coming in, that could really frustrate you, all right? Your overall energy is that of Justice, which is the angel of integrity, which is saying, you know, keep a good balance between, yeah, it's almost like you're not being pushed to do anything impulsive or reckless or make any major changes during this time frame, and also would not be recommended during a retrograde. But at the same time, while you're in what feels to me like a little bit of a holding pattern. They want you to make the best of it, find balance in it, find some sort of peacefulness in the environment to help reduce the tension, all right? Ooh. So, person you are dealing with is the Six of Swords, Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So this person might be seeking some resolution during this time frame. If they've been kind of isolated or detached from you, they may be coming out of that energy, moving forward, maybe being more communicative than they have been in the past, especially if you've not been having good communication or any communication with this person. But it doesn't specifically have to be that. It's just this sense of this person kind of coming out of this period where they felt alone and being a little bit more open to discussing their feelings or discussing things that are going on with them, more open to resolving things during this time frame, especially if you have a very challenging connection with this person just in general, like one person always wanting to rebel against the other, that type of energy, then this might be a good time to come from a place of integrity, as this person is open for some sort of resolutions during this time frame. So now we're going to go into the recent past energy, Cancer, and see what led up to this. Then we're going to go into how you perceive each other and then how you feel underneath it all. I can shuffle my cards. Goodness gracious. Then we're going to go into hopes and most likely future outcome. All right. So another lyric is coming through from that song, and the lyric is, "You're gonna figure it out someday, some way." You don't have to try any longer. Just, girl, put your records on, or something like that. That may not be the exact lyrics, as these are channeled messages, and I honestly don't know that song very well. But that's what they're giving me. So they're saying so there's a message here from Spirit about saying don't push so hard. You don't have to try for anything. You have made your request to the universe has heard you, and now you need to just kind of sit back. Things are going to naturally unfold. While you're in this holding pattern, put your music on. And I don't mean like literally, although for some of you, yes. But what they actually mean is to raise your vibration, meaning find something that you have gratitude for in the current environment. Be happy with what you currently have, and because what you've asked for has been heard and is coming in. All right, probably towards the end of the retrograde, but it's going to be different timelines for each of you. And it depends how much resistance you have along the way as well, Cancer. If you have a lot of resistance, meaning a lot of negative thinking towards the situation or a lot of negative expectations, it could take much longer than that. That's why they want you to relax those thoughts and to assume positive intent is what I heard. So you have Six of Voices here in the recent past, Ace of Pentacles, and the Hermit. So I feel like in the recent past, Cancer, you've done some soul searching, some thinking about maybe even your career path or where you want to put your time and energy just in general. There is a new opportunity that's getting ready to blossom. And I feel like that's why they're saying, don't push so hard. You know, you've done the request, you've done the thinking, and now it's coming in. Right now is the time to go within, going into this energy. And also, you know, I feel like there's some soul searching going on here, in the recent past. You might also have been isolated, maybe from this person or just in general, you know, because often these cards talk about emotional detachment and wanting time to yourself. So that could have been something that you really were craving for, and or just something that, you were giving yourself, for some of you. But it's like, investing time and energy into yourself has been very important as we come into the current energy. And it's really interesting because it's not the meaning of this card, but, and I don't know if you can see it very well, but the gesture she's making is like this, which reminds me of a record player. So, yeah. So let's see this person's recent past energy then, Cancer, leading into this. Recent past energy for person Cancer is dealing with, the High Priestess, the Three of Wands. So this person has been in this space, like I said, where they may have been like just keeping their thoughts to themselves. All right. Really thinking about also where they want their future to head. This person may have been kind of craving a little bit more adventure in their life, or wanting to be a little bit more extroverted than they were actually being. I actually see like this person is kind of like in their head thinking about all these fun things that they want to do, but then maybe not actually actualizing on any of them, or it's like a lot of planning, but not a lot of action going on within this person's energy. That could be how they are currently, but if so, I think they're getting ready to come out of that. And it may or may not be even related to this connection. It's just a lot of future planning, but it's all in thought form, not in action form. Okay. Yeah. I heard sitting on their laurels. Take that for what you want. All right, so King of Pentacles here as well. Yeah, it's like this person is craving more adventure in their life, craving more action-oriented stuff, but at the same time, they're very comfortable, or maybe even very stubborn, or like comfort zoning, maybe a little too much, or that's kind of where their main focus has been in the recent past. You know, not really wanting to leave the safety or comfort of what they are used to. Even though I think that their spirit and their soul is kind of encouraging them to, you know, get up and move a little bit more, or have a little more action in their life in general, or take action towards the connection for some of you. It's just like this person, you know, kind of being stuck in a rut almost, but not being unhappy about it, because I don't get a sense that this person was unhappy. I think they were just fine, you know, in their aloneness or isolation, but yet it's starting to create some tension within them, right? Because they're being guided to kind of get a move on some things, but their ego is very comfortable with the current surroundings. And so when you start to have a disagreement between the ego and the soul, they start to cause a gap there, and that's where tension starts to come in, and you feel it in your physical body, and it is manifested through emotion. So I feel like this person is starting to feel a little bit of tension, you know, within their energy, and that could be what's pushing them to kind of come out of this isolation state. And I feel like that's where they're being guided during this time frame. And someone here is looking to rebel. I can't tell if it's you or them, or someone has a very rebellious spirit, but underneath a very calm exterior, or they have suppressed that maybe inner child for a little too long, and now someone's inner child is wanting to come out, whether that's you or they. So let's go into how you perceive each other, Cancer. And keep in mind that perception's in the eye of the beholder. So this may be your truth, but it may not be their truth, and vice versa. But we'll start there. So you have the Knight of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Really interesting, because I was shuffling my cards before I started the reading, just to get them, just to get the energy moving around them. And these two cards fell out, actually, and I put them back. So here they are again. So I feel like, Cancer, when you see this person, you see someone who isolates their emotions a lot. I think you have a lot of love for this person. Okay, I think that you may even have some hurt feelings right now that you want to express to this person. If not, then I feel like you see this person struggle and you want to give love. Okay, and as a Cancer, that is kind of always what you want to do. Cancers love to love, you know, and that's kind of your superpower almost, is that depth of emotion. But I just feel like I get from this that you, like, when this person expresses how they feel to you, it makes you feel more loved because you like to be there for them. But then they don't always open that door to you, which in essence kind of hurts your feelings, because I feel like you maybe are very much expressive with how you feel and you expect the same in return. And certainly this could be interchangeable, so feel free to flip it if you need to, but I feel mostly it's you, where it's like you give freely of your emotion, and when you're hurt, you say it. But yet, when this person is going through something or a struggle, they tend to shut off or shut down. And in essence, that kind of hurts your feelings because you don't understand that. And I feel like that's what the primary challenge is within the connection, like a misunderstanding of emotional expression that causes some sort of frustration here. That could be like the overall theme of the connection, or just during this time frame and this snippet of time that's the issue. But overall, I think when you see this person, you see someone that you want to emotionally express yourself to, that you love quite deeply, but also there's pain involved here. Okay, whether that's you or they, and someone not fully expressing it, or at least that's how you're seeing it. And like I said, it could be you that is withholding that, but take it as it resonates, okay? So let's see this person's, how they view this connection. The Fool, the Queen of Wands. I got another message here, I'm sorry. Not to go back to your perception, but the other thing that I'm getting here is that there's another group of you, or this person could flip-flop between not expressing themselves and then wanting or pandering for empathy too much. Sorry, there's two ends of this stick. There's another message here about sometimes like feeling like this person only comes to you when there's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like when they're hurting, you could be like their crutch. So it's like one extreme or the other. And or you're in one group of the other. Either the person, you know, when they're feeling hurt, they just completely detach and you don't really know what to do with that. And or that you feel that they only come to you when they need something. Meaning like when things are going wrong, they want your affection. All right. So sorry about that. I'm getting interrupted a lot today. They want me to be very specific. Okay, so this person perceives the connection as the Fool, the Queen of Wands, and the Hierophant. So I feel like this person, first of all, you excite this person, right? Some of you are in a committed relationship with this person, and or this person sees like, they see you as someone that they would like to commit to if it's intimate, or someone that they're just drawn to spiritually if it's platonic. I feel like this person, they could be a lot of fun, you know, but they can also be a bit impulsive. This could be the rebellious spirit that I was feeling. It's like, but it's kind of lies underneath the surface, right? And or they may see you as like a rebellious spirit, and it kind of inspires them to come out of their shell. At the same time, I do feel it creates some sort of tension here. This person may want a new beginning with you, Cancer, or, you know, they might be creatively inspired to open the door or have a new chapter with you during this time frame. I feel like someone here feels like Spirit has led them to this connection, which Spirit leads you to all of the connections into your life. So, of course, that is the truth, especially connections that have large impacts on us. But I feel like someone here, whether it's you or they, is certainly more aware than the other about the spiritual component to the connection. And interestingly enough, there is like a circular pattern in the water here, and it reminds me of a record player. All right, so that was thought, ego, perception. Now we're going to go into the depth of emotion, how you feel underneath it all for my Cancers. Ten of Materials, Seven of Emotions. So you might be very family focused, family oriented at this time, or there might be like some emotional confusion regarding a group of people or the family. I feel, emotionally speaking, you want more passion in your life, and yet feeling a bit of like this meh. And they're bringing me back to the visual of someone like waiting in a waiting room and just like, you know, being over it or being tired of it. Some of you are tired of the monotony, or if you've been stuck in a stagnation, you're tired of that feeling. It's almost like wanting some more excitement in your life, which coincidentally is what this person had going on in their psyche, thinking about future planning, about more exciting things in their life. And now I'm looking at your emotional space, and you're kind of on the same page as this person. I heard wavelength for some of you, where it's like, you're feeling comfortable in the environment, or having some sort of stability here financially even. But since this is showing up in your emotional space, it's almost like, yeah, that's comfortable, but that doesn't ring all my bells, you know. And emotionally, kind of wanting your bells to be rung a little bit, you know, feeling a little bit, I don't want to say bored, although some of you may be, you know, or just like lackluster when it comes to the emotional space, and looking for a little bit more inspiration, intensity. For some of you, sexual desire, especially if you have not been having that with a partner. But then it's like, you know, you want to get out of the ho-hum is what I'm feeling here, Cancer, even though you have a lot to be grateful for, and emotionally you know that, and you almost question, like, am I asking for too much? Should I just, you know, be grateful for what I have and not reach for more? And Spirit was saying, yes, you do need to be grateful for what you have. And no, do not reach or push for more, but just sit in the knowing that more is going to come anyways. All right? Because what you've asked for has been heard. And so more is going to come in. And the sooner you get out of that doubt or insecurity or whatever this is that has cause some sort of stagnation, the faster it comes in, and then the faster you move into a different chapter. That's what they're saying. You don't have to try any longer. That was the phrase that they keep showing me from the song. Don't try so hard is what they said. You know, meaning like you don't need to dwell on the thought. You don't need to dwell in the emotion. You don't need to put much effort forward at all. In fact, they want you to put less effort in as far as the thinking part of it, and embrace your current surroundings and just know that you've been heard. All right. So this person's emotional space is Four of Cups, Four of Wands. So you had the Four of Cups too over here. This person's also feeling a little bit meh. And what are they dreaming about? Fun, adventure, social, friends, travel, interaction. I know a lot of us are in quarantine right now, so this is not surprising to me. But it doesn't have to be even for those of you who are in that situation. But it's just like both of you are craving more excitement in your life, whether that's together or not together. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this person emotionally is ready, you know, for another opportunity to plant some seeds, to move towards their future. The Two of Wands is out again. So this person heavily looking towards the future, almost like wishing they were someone else. Okay. some of them are wishing they were someone else, or that they could be like someone else, or that if they were just a little bit more of this and just a little bit more of this, then things would be so much better, which is a flawed premise, because you are perfect the way that you are. I'm speaking to your cross watcher. I'm speaking to both of you. You're perfect the way that you are. No, don't need to be more of this or less of this. Just love yourself at the end of the day for whoever it is you are. But that's kind of what their thought process is. Now, that spirit interrupted me, but that actually was not my train of thought. My train of thought was to say they were wishing they were somewhere else. And now I have somewhere over the rainbow playing in the back of my head. But I guess for a lot of them, it's someone else. So, take it as it resonates. Okay? But this person may feel a little bit emotionally detached at this time. They may be all up in their head, or like, even if they're sitting next to you, they may be present, but they're not there, you know? They're like kind of a little bit reminiscing too much about like better times or the good times they had, and there's more things to come, and both of you need to be reminded of that. I think there's more to come. There is no endings in life. You are eternal. That means you can't get it wrong. You know, it's never done, and there is no end. Even when the physical body ends, there's still no end. So it's the beauty of being an eternal being. So I don't know. Spirit wants you to know there's more to come. There's more to come. Stop thinking this is the end all and be all. There is more to come. All right. So let's see what the hope is. And I mean that like positive things to come. All right. Because some of you are worried, oh great, more to come. Ooh, I don't know if I could take any more. I'm saying more positive things to come. All right. But if your expectation is sitting in a negative space, could you manifest more of that? Yes, because you manifest what you focus upon. So set your expectations high. And again, I cannot like reiterate the initial message enough to put your records on, or raise your vibration, or do something that makes you feel good. Because you're kind of hoping to get out of this negative mindset. And some of you know that you've been stuck maybe in that mindset. And then I felt like the need to almost argue with you there. I don't know what that's about. If it's not a negative mindset, then you're just hoping for clarity. You're just hoping for clarity. You don't want all the mental drama, you know. Page of Wands. This person wants their inner child to come out. They want to be playful. They want to go on adventures. They might want to be the rebel. They might instinctively decide to rebel during this time frame, or after the retrograde's over, because they're showing me like a pressure cooker and then all the steam coming out of the top, like that. So let's look at the most likely future outcome then, Cancer, and see what the most likely future outcome is. And keep in mind that the most likely future outcome can be changed with free will. You're in the driver's seat, not me. So 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Emotion. The Empress and the 2 of Inspiration. So, Cancer, there's that cold, detached energy showing up again. It's interesting because what's next to it is this desire for support. I heard friendship for some of you, or a very supportive environment that's available to you, but not if you disassociate from that. Some of you may want to disassociate, by the way, from a friend or a relationship, or maybe even this person. I heard definitely the word disassociate, but it doesn't have to be. It's just like, it's available. Do you want it? And some of you are like, no. And that's okay. You know what's right for you. But some of you, the ice is going to melt a little bit, right? Because the Empress is here. So I do feel like you're coming into your own during this time frame. And feeling more comfortable. It might be after a period of disassociating or isolating yourself. Maybe even expressing your emotions, because I did feel in the perception category that there was someone here that really had something they wanted to express. And it could be you or they, but it could be, being supported by spirit to go ahead and express once this like stagnant energy is done. And that will make you feel a lot lighter, and then also inspire you to start looking towards your future and have a more expansive understanding of this connection or yourself. Some of you, you're trying to stay patient, even though you've got a lot of emotions that are buried pretty deep, but, and maybe you're on the lookout even for communication from this person. And if that's the case, then Spirit wants you to follow the original advice. I can't keep giving you the same advice. It's the same advice. Count on the people that are here for you, if you need them. And treat yourself like the Empress or the Emperor, which is showing yourself nurturing and love and patience. And also, the Empress means that there's something getting ready to come to fruition, so be on the lookout. And that's what I felt at the beginning of the reading. And for a lot of you, it's going to be some sort of new opportunity. Could be financial, could be within commitments. But it's kind of something that you put into play within your thought process. And they're showing me like the number 6, so 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 months, that type of energy ago, however long ago. So let's see what this person's most likely outcome is. The Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Swords. This person might be in the process of like trying to study or learn new trades or new ideas, not related to this connection, just in their everyday life. They may be interested in learning about things like that, or maybe even looking, I heard movement, something about movement, moving. That could be it as well. But it's like this person's really taking their time. Okay. So again, I didn't feel like a lot of action-oriented energy at the beginning of the reading, and I still don't. Okay. I still feel like this person is, they told me, oh, what? Okay, so they said all talk, no action. But actually how I feel it is a lot of thinking, a lot of planning, but not ready to act yet. Because again, I also got the message that more to come. So, yeah. I feel like this person is also thinking about the past or somewhat focused on their past. Could also be thinking back to their inner child, again, because there's some inner child work going on. And even though this person presents challenges or there might be difficulties going on in general right now, the cards are very light, meaning I'm not getting like deep, dark shadow work. I'm getting irritations, yes, maybe a boredom, maybe surface level things, but I'm not feeling like this is energy that you can't push past or they can't push past, with just a little bit of effort. So I'm actually really liking that, and I just wanted to get one clarifier on the 6 of Cups, please. Yeah. You have the 3 of Pentacles too. They want to be supportive, or they want more support in their environment, more cooperation. So again, whether you're with this person or not, in their life or not, you are kind of vibing on the same wavelength for snippets of time, okay, or during this time frame, which I feel is through now to the through the retrograde. And then cooperation coming through at the end of that energy. But like I said, the timeline will be different for all of you. This person is looking for more stability as well in their life, more creative ideas. So they may be very interested in learning new things, new crafts, new, I heard new identity. What in the world? So I keep getting that there's something going on within this person about their identity. It could be with you, but I feel it with them. Because I got earlier that they wanted to be someone else. And now I got the word identity. So this person might be having some sort of struggle with how they identify or their identity. And I heard for some like a midlife crisis or identity crisis. See, I don't see crisis cards here though. That's very interesting. So if that's going on, I feel it's not as big of a crisis as maybe you think it is or this person thinks it is. I'm sorry, I'm getting so specific, but this person is struggling with something to do with the identity. Side note, take it for what you want, all right? But yes, I see new inspiration coming in here for you, Cancer, and something coming to fruition, all right? And like I said, for a lot of you, it's the Ace of Pentacles that's coming to fruition, which is new opportunities within career, usually. But it could also be commitments and love. It'll be different for each of you. So, I'm going to leave it there. This was a really long reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. The zodiac signs that I'm seeing here are Aries, Taurus, Libra, Virgo, Aquarius, if I didn't already say that. Aries, Taurus again, could be Capricorn, Gemini. For a few, it could be water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Don't get too caught up on the zodiac signs as it is a general reading. So just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can also catch me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff. Tarot Time with Dana is the name of both. Link down below, as well as in the About section of my YouTube. Also, I added a donation feature for those of you who would like to donate to the channel. It's certainly welcome, but never expected. You can do so over there in the About section as well. If you like this top, you can get it for yourself at my sister's online boutique, avasophiaco.com. Linked below, helps support small online businesses. Otherwise, I'm going to leave it there for you guys. Wishing you the very, very best. Till next time, my friends. Namaste.